You must go where I cannot. Pangerbone, Niels a sail shock you. Is ni berit björn, och shall björk björn. Pangerbone.
Hey everybody, I'm Tatsudoshi.
Corn and bourbon.
And this time we'll be reviewing The Secret of Kells.
Secret of what?
Secret of Kells. By the way, if you don't know what the Book of Kells is, go to Wikipedia, Google the Book of Kells, read that first. Because if you don't understand that, then most of this movie will really have no impact on you whatsoever. You'll be like, what the fuck's going on here? This stupid, all pretty and the music's good, but stupid. No, really, seriously, go read the Wikipedia or educate yourself. I know, reading on the internet, I know, mind-blowing. But seriously, go educate yourself first before you watch this movie, because if you don't, most of it will be lost on you. Now that we've weeded out some of you, and those of you that are left are still here and interested, hey, The Secret of Kells! It's really cool, and the animation's really good, and the music's really good, and the story's really fun, and the characters are neat.
Yeah, and yeah, basically it's a story of basically goes back to Ireland, I believe.
Yes, Ireland.
And I don't know what was like the what
Long time ago.
In the galaxy far, far away, a long time ago. Yeah, there's basically this place called Kells, I believe,
which is a fortified town surrounded by a very tall wall.
A very giant ass wall that someone's building because they know that Vikings are attacking various places and they need to defend against them. So they're building a ginormous wall in order to be like, no, Vikings, you can't go through this wall. So yeah, and then you have this young
boy named Daniel. And basically, this really is a story of Daniel finding his place in this town. And he feels really out of place with things, and he really just wants to make his uncle happy. And his uncle is the ruler of this town.
Right, he's like the chief.
He's in charge, and this is all very it's like Catholic sort of town, and all the ranks are based off of Catholicism and so on and so forth. And it's basically it is a religious movie, but it's not a religious movie.
Right. It doesn't really hit any sort of religious in it.
No, so. It isn't, but it is, because that's what the main plot really is about. And when you realize that, you'll be like, huh. But it's a really interesting movie. I really like the art direction in this. It kind of reminds me of Ghibli films mixed with a little bit of how Disney's doing their actual animated stuff these days. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a mishmash, and I like it, and it kind of reminds me of the flashbacks in Samurai Jack, where it's very, very stylized, very, very dark kind of things. When you see the villains, they're like completely black, giant, hulking monsters.
It's basically very shaped. Very shape and sharp.
Yeah, it's either like the some of the things are very sharp and edgy, and then others are round and soft, and like the rounded soft stuff is usually Daniel's head, but like some of the things are like orbs and stuff like that. You can actually see like the dimension to them and stuff like that. But some characters are very angular and pointed, and like the Vikings themselves are very boxy and large. The musical score was really good. And there's one particular song in the movie that everybody talked about, and if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what song it is. And really, basically, this movie is one of those movies that you have to see to truly understand, and I recommend actually watching it. It's not that long. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. You don't have to take that much time out of your day and enjoy this. So I'd say go and see it.
Right. It's basically it's really, if you're really into art and all its styles, because not only are the visual effects really amazing, but also the music score of this is really impressive, and also basically if you want to educate yourself a little bit, this is a nice little story to tell about the Book of Kells and stuff. So,
but it has nothing to do with the book, the actual physics. It does has nothing really to.
Well, no, not, yeah, but
it's a fake story, but it is a way to actually get interested in what the fuck is the Book of Kells.
Right.
And be like, oh, I'm going to do some research and what the heck is the Book of Kells. Mm-hmm. So, but it really is a movie that animated movies of this day and age really need to take a hint from. Is that doesn't need to, an animated movie does not need to be long, which, most of them aren't that long, but an animated film doesn't need to be animated in fucking 3D these days. It's really aggravating when most movies these days that are animated for kids are all bulgy, poofy 3D nonsense. Alright? What happened to good old fucking pen and paper drawings? Most of the best animated movies of all time are not 3D.
Right.
And they're not in some super, model rendering software or anything like that. The characters were hand-drawn and then inked, and then you do the fucking cells and all that shit. Mind-blowing amounts of work, and you can do it so much easier these days with technology. But the fact of the matter is, there's a little bit more time and care taken in these sort of projects.
And you can see it in the film too. Just like how much work the animators put into this, and it was just really, you appreciated the film for that. So.
And I'm pretty sure this film was originally in Irish, like actually in Irish. Don't quote me on it. I'm pretty sure that it was. I'm fairly certain that English was not the original language that this was supposed to be in.
It was either Irish or French or something.
No, not French.
Not French?
Not French. Not fucking French.
Not the French.
Positive it wasn't French, but I'm pretty sure it was Irish that it was originally, and they did a co-thing with making it English as well. And they do actually keep some Irish in it, if I am not mistaken. That song that everybody likes about this, is actually half Irish, by the way. So, and you'll notice that it's very Irish because everybody is very pale and has red hair. No, because of the way, people look, and, you can tell this is Ireland, and you can tell by their manners, the way they speak, and their mannerisms that this is definitely Ireland. And it's really cool. They kept the accents in, and in the English version, and I really did enjoy this movie quite a bit. But if you don't know at least a little bit about the Book of Kells, the main whole plot of it will kind of be lost on you. So take a little time, do your research, and then watch the movie, or at least do research after you've watched it and enjoyed the movie. So either way, definitely something to look into.